So I'm just casually scrolling through Twitter, and then I came across a tweet from the boy Mr. Baby. He's asking the question, what theme or themes do you want to see from the 9th anniversary of Dokkan? Now before I continue with this, the first thing that I want to say, the number one thing that I do not want to see, I repeat, I do not want to see, is Beast Gohan. Now you might be thinking, why the hell would I say that? All of these months, for the entire year, I've been asking for Beast Gohan. I've been complaining about the lack of Beast Gohan. So why would I not want Beast Gohan for the 9th anniversary? Well, here's the answer. Well, actually, there's 2 points I want to make. Number one, if Global celebrates the anniversary at the same time, Beast Gohan is the absolute best case scenario. But if Global has to wait 6 months for Beast Gohan, ooh, that's gonna be so bad. If JP gets Beast Gohan 6 months before Global, that is the absolute worst case scenario. At that point, I would rather them wait until the worldwide celebration and then give us Beast Gohan, because I do not want Beast Gohan for the 9th anniversary, because that is by far the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is that it is Beast Gohan, but Global gets it at the same time. But outside of Beast Gohan, let's talk about some other possibilities. Number one, fusions. The first response here is Vegito and Gogeta. I think this is a very reasonable prediction. I think this is very likely. However, my only criticism of this is that I feel as though this would be more fitting for the 10th anniversary. My main reasoning is that Super Gogeta was the 1st anniversary, and then again he could be the 10th anniversary. That would make a lot of sense, and then alongside him we could get a Super Vegito. I think it's more likely that these two will be the 10th anniversary, but the 9th anniversary, like, it's not a bad prediction. I think it's a very reasonable prediction. I think if I had to give 3 predictions, this would be in the top 3. I'll give my other 2 in a second, but again, I feel like this is more likely to be the 10th anniversary, because it's just very fitting. Now my main 2 predictions for the anniversary, unfortunately one of them is Beast Gohan, but the other one is Blue Gogeta. And the thing is, regardless if it's any of the 3 predictions that I've made, fusions, Beast Gohan or Gogeta Blue, if it's any of those, I would want it on Global at the same time. But as long as we don't have to wait for Beast Gohan, the worst case scenario has been dodged, it's been avoided. So we'll see what Dokkan does. Crossover is very unlikely, OG Dragon Ball very unlikely, I suppose not impossible but unlikely, GT possible, Super possible. I think movies or fusions is the most likely case scenario. But for now, let's move on. The boy Toon Rami is not very happy. The reason he's not happy is because this unit over here, on the home screen, you can only see 18. And if you look at 18, it's clear that there's a free space right next to her where 21 is missing. So realistically, we should be able to see 21 there. It doesn't, I don't really care, but Toon Rami does. Speaking of things that Toon Rami is not happy about, is also Chain Battle. Chain Battle is not looking too good. For me personally, for my super side, I am gonna struggle. My friends are gonna struggle with me, I should say. But then on my extreme side, my extreme setup is looking very good. Thing is, AGL Tower, I've got her, but I've only got 1 copy. So I've got the TUR 55%, but then I don't have the SSR. But, well, that is the bad news. But the good news is, at least I do have her. And then aside from that, I've got everything else. I've got Tower Rainbow. Obviously, these 2 are free-to-play units. I've got the SSR of Tower at 55%. I've got Sealers at 90%. Fu is only 55%. And then she's free-to-play, so I've got you. And I've got her done. And then Robel I've got with 3 loops. So I can make a pretty good setup. And obviously, I think she's also free-to-play. Actually, I don't know if she is. I don't have her either way. So how many do I have? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got a good setup, then I've got a very good setup, but my super side is not so good. But I could, with me, I'm gonna have to go with the Vegito setup. I've got both of those two rainbowed, but I don't have either of the SSRs. I don't have 21. I've got Trunks. She's free to play, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can make a reasonable setup, except for the fact that I don't have 21. So actually, and actually to be fair, I don't have the SSRs of those either. So my super setup is looking very bad, but at least my extreme setup is looking decent. Okay, I also made another tweet with regards to 21's banner. My opinions on this is that it's not worth it. I recommend everyone saves their Dragonstone. Me personally, I don't even have a single featured unit, and yet I personally will be skipping even though I can use any of the featured units. Not a single stone will be used from me over here. The banner's not garbage, it's not awful, but me personally, I'm saving. And then I went on to make an additional tweet. With this guy being featured, no thanks. I am not using coins for him, I'm not using coins for Kale, and I'm not using coins for anyone on the banner. I am saving everything. The banner's not awful. In fact, for me, it's actually pretty good because I have nothing on the banner. But I'm definitely skipping. There's not a single unit here that I really wanna have. I mean, I wanna have some of them, but I'm not too fussed. I don't really care enough to summon and use Dragonstones. And Kale is on Global's banner, so in a way, it is a global W, as Dokkan Assets points out. That that global gets Kale and not Trunks. But for me, it doesn't really matter. Kale, Trunks, I don't have either of them. I don't care about either of them. And yeah, that's just that. I really don't care. It's a global W. You could say it's a global W, but in reality, it really doesn't matter. Kale, Trunks, it doesn't matter. By the way, these are the 200% leader skills for the LR Android trio. And I don't have any of them. Actually, I've got Cell, but aside from Cell, I don't have the rest. I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, I do care, because I like the LR Android trio, but it doesn't matter. I would prefer they had better leader skills. They were on better leader skills, sorry, but it's fine. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito Limit Breaker. He is speed. Hey, this guy is fast. The amount of time it takes for this guy to complete some of these events is ridiculously, he is quick, and let's just leave it at that. And that's why one of the reasons why I like him so much. Imagine he was without restrictions, he would be a bit too good, to be honest. I made another tweet. This tweet is, I suppose this guy being Android 13 could still easy A. Probably not. Time will tell. It's not impossible that this guy could still easy A during this celebration, but we'll see. Considering the LR androids are getting their easy A, it's unlikely that this guy will as well, but you never know, especially considering this is a global same time celebration, which we were not expecting. So maybe they could easy A this guy. To be fair, they probably will in part 2 now that I think about it. Either way, doesn't matter. We're gonna end with this. The boy Ningen really wants this guy for the part 2 LR. I don't even know who this guy is. Is that Fu? I've got no idea who that is. Don't really care. If we get it, it'll be an easy skip for me. So I mean, I wouldn't mind getting it because it would be an easy skip unless he's good. But if he's good, I'll just get him with coins in the future if I really want him. With that said, let's do a quick subscriber challenge. If you guys agree with me that you don't know who, well actually you don't care about this character, you don't care if he's the part 2 LR or not, then you have to subscribe, because that is the challenge. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then do subscribe, especially if you just failed that challenge, because that is indeed the challenge. Also, do leave a like and comment, because those things do help out. With that said, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Ta-ta, adios, and bye-bye.